more to investigate not just Hunter Biden, but the whole Biden mob clan. And more on that clan and more information coming out when I return.
Mark Levin.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
I sure don't like the look of where the world is heading right now. Do you? The Ukraine-Russian war, gas going up, oil going up, fertilizer going up, wheat going up, in fact, all food going up. I already have my IRA with Noble Gold, so I'm safe from inflation. But I'm going to add to it. If you don't have a precious metals IRA right now, you must be crazy. I've been a customer of Noble Gold a couple of years now. I heard from them here and got in touch. I've never looked back. I'd urge you to do the same if you're worried about the way inflation's going.
It's game on! Welcome to this presentation of Lady Bulldog Softball on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com. Sports on Pecos Valley Broadcasting are presented by Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, KFC of Artesia, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Navajo Refining and HF Sinclair, Kane Electric Supply, Guy Chevy, Castle Reynolds, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Frost Mortgage, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Ford Sales, J.S. Ward, Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia, Smile Expressions, Artesia General Hospital, TMJ, Edge Safety, Western Bank, and George Gandy Insurance. Now, let's take it to the field.
Holy guacamole! The best guacamole in the Pecos Valley is at La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia. Holy guacamole! Everything is coming in fresh by the truckload. Avocados, green chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, and onions. The makings of our signature salsa, golden fried chili rellenos, and of course our guacamole. Holy guacamole, what are you waiting for? La Fonda Restaurant, 210 West Main in Artesia, with plenty of parking off Highway 285. Holy guacamole!
Summer vacation is here, but just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Youngren and Smile Expressions, 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
May the 4th be with you. Register for upcoming summer and fall classes at ENMU Roswell on Wednesday, May 4th in a Student Services Center on campus. Advisors can help you get registered and answer questions about financial aid and other support services. Enjoy snacks and prize giveaways, and may the 4th be with you. For more information, call 575-624-7294. Log on to roswell.enmu.edu.
Hi, it's Maria
and Brisa with the Tate Branch Auto Group.
Are you in the market for a new car but don't know where to look?
Well, look no further. Here at Tate Branch Auto Group, we have had our used car managers busy buying vehicles to fill our inventory and to meet your needs.
That's right. We are bringing in new cars daily and getting them ready to hit our showrooms. But hurry fast because these vehicles will not last long.
And if you have no time to make it down to the dealership, that's not a problem. You can view our entire inventory on www.tatebranch.com, where you will have the ability to purchase your car online with front door delivery.
That's right. Come and visit us at www.tatebranch.com.
And we do it all. Need an oil change? Come on in. No appointments necessary. Brakes making funny noises? We've got you covered. Transmissions in the dumps? That's not a problem.
Come see us today at Tate Branch in Artesia, Carlsbad, Hobbs, or Roswell, where the selection of vehicles will not disappoint.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Polito. And Coach, you guys are having a great district play right now. As you're 8-0 or 10-0? 10-0 in district play. Last week you took on Portales and Goddard. Talk about those games and give the fans a recap.
So Tuesday we traveled to Portales, and the games felt like they, correct me if I'm wrong, I felt like those were the games that took forever, or maybe it was the week before. I don't remember. It all kind of
blends together.
But we went and it was interesting. I got a text message that morning from Riley, and she said, "Coach, I'm not feeling well. I'm not going to be able to make it to the games. I'm so sorry." So right away I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, you're sick how? And she told me how she was sick. I was like, okay. So inside it's like a minor freak out because, I mean, we've had Riley at every game since she was an 8th grader. So just knowing that she wasn't going to be there, because she brings something to the team, not just having her in the circle or in the plate. Like, she just brings this confidence that everyone, they follow that. They feed off of it. So we knew it was going to be different and interesting, and the girls found out they were a little worried, but we were like, you know what, we're going to have to figure it out. I mean, you don't want it to happen now, but she's going to graduate here after this season, and all the girls are coming back, and this is what we're going to be playing with. So now is the time to put it together and see what we can do without Riley, as sad it is to say. But, they played well, and they came together, and they hit the ball. They pitched well. Kaden and Madison threw really well in the circle for us, and it was just really good to see them be able to perform without having that person there that usually is the glue for our program. So we were successful. We swept them on Tuesday, and then Saturday we had Goddard here at home, and we were able to get a lot of our girls in. Most every girl played. Our seniors got to play because it was senior day, and we got to recognize them, which was amazing to see. And just everyone playing together, putting the ball in play, but doing it the right way. And when we say the right way, like hitting the ball behind the runner, advancing, getting bunts down, all of that kind of stuff is what we talk about when we talk about playing together as a team. And then we had a pinch hit, walk-off, single to end the second game by a run rule, but it was really awesome to see everyone come together.
Well, it was a good week of softball. You stayed perfect in district, and now you got 2 more games against Lovington at Lovington. We've already seen them once. They're the number 3 ranked team, or at least as of last week, they were the 3rd ranked team in the state in 4A. So always a good matchup with those young ladies in Lovington. Talk a little bit about that game, those 2 games that you got coming up.
Yeah, so we'll travel to Lovington. We'll play at 4:30 and 6:30. And it's always different when you go to their place. Here we have our home crowd, and we get a good following when we go, but I mean, it's always different. We're playing on dirt, and it's sandy for the most part, so we're just really going to have to hone in our defense. And they're good hitters. They're a good hitting team, so we just have to make sure that we're playing defense behind whichever pitcher's in the circle for that game. But it should be fun. It's going to be good competition to finish out our district.
And so wrapping up district play this week, we want to encourage all the fans out there by watching this. Come on over to Lovington and support the Lady Bulldogs in their final 2 games of the 2022 district season. And then once that's wrapped up this coming weekend, we'll find out where you guys are seated. We think we know where you're going to be seated, but we'll always wait. So Bulldog fans, come support these young ladies. If you can't make it to Lovington, then join us right here on KSVP Radio and or KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs!
Saving money is much easier when you do it automatically. All you have to do is tell us how much you want to save, and we'll automatically deduct it from your checking account and put it in your savings account. Out of sight, out of mind. It's the easy way to save. Get started with automatic savings today. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
We're big on you.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
Incredible Printing is begging you, please don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham. We're already last in everything. Don't vote for Michelle Lujan Grisham, please. This announcement paid for by Incredible Printing.
I'm Georgia Haynes, and I approve this message.
Right fielder, number 8, goes Warren. Playing catcher, number 15, Bubba Aguilar. Playing third base, number 7, KJ Ray.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We're in Lovington, New Mexico this evening for the Artesia Bulldogs and Lovington Wildcats. Final round through district play for the Artesia Bulldogs. They're coming into this ball game 19-4 on the season, 10-0 in district, and number 1 ranked in Class 4A. Overall over the state. Lovington coming in 16-6. They're the 3rd ranked team in the state of New Mexico, and coming into this ball game they are 6-2. So they've got these 2 games tonight and then 2 more, I believe, Thursday night to wrap up their district season. The Artesia Bulldogs and the Lovington Wildcats. Bulldogs have been introduced already, and so I'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup for Artesia as he's introduced. The PA is introducing the starters for Lovington, or their non-starters right now. For the Artesia Bulldogs, pretty normal looking lineup as number 13 Riley Crandall is leading off, and she is in the circle. Number 2 Kenna Morrison playing center field, batting second. First baseman, number 24, Kaden Apodaca. She is batting third. Number 8, Zoe Warren playing right field and batting in the 4-hole. The catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, batting 5th. Number 7, KJ Ray playing third base and batting 6th. Batting 7th, number 11, Michaeli Morion playing second base. Shortstop tonight, number 12, Kenzie Carlo batting in the 8th spot, and rounding out the lineup, number 14, Jenna Whitmire, the left fielder, batting 9th. For the Lovington Wildcats, number 3, Avery Marquez is the center fielder, batting first. Number 4, Honey Morales is the second baseman, and she is batting in the 2-hole. The third baseman, number 13, Angelina Corral, is batting 3. The DH is batting 4th. That's number 77, Alexa Bell. The catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto, is batting 5th. Batting 6th, number 7, Annalie Chavarria. She is playing out in left field. The first baseman is number 9, Jocelyn Holguin, and she is batting 7th. Batting 8th is the pitcher, number 11, Delaney Udahara. And rounding out their lineup, batting in the 9-hole, is number 2, Anaí Reyes, playing out in right field. Their, let's see here, who was their shortstop? Layla Hernandez is the flex player, and she is playing in the shortstop position. All right, so as he continues to announce their starters, they got one more to name, then we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll get started here. Live from Lovington. Got a pretty good breeze going, but pretty nice day. Wind coming out of the kind of the south and east this afternoon. Gene Dow and I here at the ballpark, sitting up on the roof, and I'm going to go ahead and take a stand up, and we're going to play the national anthem. Be right back.
Once
All right, welcome back here to the ballpark. Joby Hodling, and again, Gene Dow, our producer and running the cameraman. He's doing it all. Is here with me, and we are about ready to go, although it looks like they're going to take some infield before we get started, the Lovington Wildcats. Artesia obviously has already played Lovington, faced them a couple games at home, and got those wins. As I said, Artesia coming into this game, number 1 ranked team in 4A, and they are 10-0 in district, and so looking to round out their district season with an undefeated record. Artesia, with that number 1 ranking, and if they get at least a split tonight, they will win district. Although I think if I saw right, Lovington has 2 losses in district, so I'm going to look at that again if it didn't blow away. Let's see here. So Lovington, as it stands, they are 6-2, so the Bulldogs would have to lose both games. So if they get 1 win, then they are the district champs and probably the number 1 seed in the state. That seeding selection will be done, I think, Sunday, in both baseball and softball. And we anticipate that the Bulldogs and the Lady Bulldogs will get a high seed. We anticipate Artesia Lady Bulldogs getting the number 1 seed, and I think if Artesia is able to sweep Goddard this weekend in the 3-game set, that they very well could get a top 4 seed. But definitely a top 8 seed. So we're thinking we'll have home games next week for the playoffs. But we'll know more about that after the weekend once we see where everybody is seated. All right, so we're ready to start here as Riley Crandall will step up to the plate from the left side. First pitch way outside for ball 1. Crandall, by the way, looking to get 9 more strikeouts and be the all-time leader with 600 in Artesia history. That pitch catches the outside corner for called strike 1. So Crandall now with a 1-1 count, ready to go. And here's the pitch from Udahata, way outside, ball 2. On deck for the Bulldogs, center fielder number 2, Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, the first baseman, number 24, Caden Apodaca. As Riley steps back in, she's waiting the pitch from Delaney Udahata. Here's the wind in the pitch. Oh, he called that a strike. All right, so caught the outside corner. Wind blowing basically dead end from center field straight to the batter. So definitely a hitter's wind today. Anything hit high in the air will get caught up in that wind. Here's the pitch. She reaches out and puts that one into play. Shortstop will pick it up, fire it across in time. And that is out number 1. She had no choice really, because that second pitch that he called a strike was way out there. But of course, if they're going to call that, that's going to work well for Riley because she can paint that corner. All right, so she has a discussion with Morrison, tells her something when she's coming across to go back to the dugout. Does Riley Crandall. Kenna will step in on the left side, ready to go. Here's the pitch from Udahata. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1 to count to Kenna. On deck is the first baseman, Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, the right fielder, number 8, Zoe Warren. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, that's hit well off the right field, but the right fielder will make the catch, as that did just kind of die in the wind. So the line drive out is out number 2, and that'll bring to the plate the number 3 batter, first baseman, number 24, Caden Apodaca. If you're watching on the radio, the girls from Artesia wearing their orange jerseys, white pants with the high stirrup orange and white socks. Girls from Lovington wearing their home whites, their pinstripes actually, blue pinstripes, blue numbering lettering, and blue on their shoulders. First pitch swung on, pop fly back for a foul ball, strike 1. And it just dawned on me, me and Gene are going to be catch some foul balls here, because we're up on top and hit it a foul ball, we might stand up and catch one. All right, so they get a ball back to the catcher. And the umpire gets, well, maybe he just gave her 3 or 4 options. I didn't see where he put 2 balls back in his bag. All right, so the 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a little flare ball out to center field. And the center fielder will make that catch, and that is out number 3. The Bulldogs go down in order, 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll be back after this timeout. Bottom of the second coming up.
Hey, Artesia. I'm Jen. This is Andy, and we work with kids here at Faith Baptist Church, and we want to tell you a little bit about that.
Yeah, on Sunday mornings at 10:30, we have a service for our pre-K kinder, and then also for 1st through 5th grade. And then on Wednesday nights at 6:15, we have our faith groups, which are Bible study groups for 2-year-olds all the way up to 5th grade. We even have something for you, the parents.
Absolutely, and if you cannot come on Wednesday night, but you want your kids to come, you can text the word BUS to 68878, and there will be a link that we send you that you can fill out and get your kids signed up for our bus ministry so they can come without you.
Thanks for watching, and go Bulldogs.
With the price of gas really high, you may be looking for a more economical car or truck. Well, look no further than Artesia Ford Sales. Artesia Ford Sales is known for their selection of Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. And right now, that reputation means Artesia Ford is able to have in stock a great selection of gas-sipping vehicles for you to consider. With certified pre-owned, you can rest assured your purchase is top quality and qualifies for a much lower interest rate than a typical used car. So save money on gas and save money on your monthly payment with a quality certified pre-owned car from Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, welcome back here to the ballpark as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs playing defense now. Bottom of the first, the score 0-0. Riley Crandall in the circle for the Bulldogs. KJ Ray at third, Kenzie Carlo at short, McKaylee Morion at second, Caden Apodaca at first. Perses Aguilar will be catching Crandall, and out in the outfield, Jenna Whitmire in left, Kenna Morrison in center, and Zoe Warren in right field for the Bulldogs. Leading off for the Lovington Lady Wildcats, number 3, Avery Marcus. She steps in on the right side to face the right-hander, Riley Crandall. Marcus on the season batting .493. She's got 6 home runs to go with 10 doubles and 1 triple. So a good batting average. And Crandall will step off and relook at her signal, the sign. All right, now everybody's ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Looked like a rise ball from Riley, and it had some heat on it. So 0-1 the count, as she'll pick up some dust in her hand and get ready to go. Bulldogs really shifted to the right side in the outfield. Infield playing normal. Pretty normal depth and normal on the third and first base lines as they're in looking for that possible bunt. That pitch missed, probably high, ball one, because it was in that outside range that the umpire showed he's going to have, but it was a little up. So ball one. 1-1 now the count. Here's the 1-1 from Riley. She does square to bunt. It's out front. McKaylee Morion will cover second base. Just made it look easy. Artesia Bulldogs on the bunt. 1-3, the 1-4, the put out. She covered, the second baseman covered over at first base. And that is out number 1. And that'll bring number 4, Honey Morales, to the plate, the second baseman. On the season, the freshman's batting .403. She's got 20 runs scored, 25 hits. She also has a home run, 4 two-baggers, and 7 RBIs. As Crandall gets ready to go. Gets her sign. Here's the pitch. Strike one call, fastball. All right, so Crandall on the season, she's got an ERA of .71. She's 11 wins, 2 losses, win percentage of .846. She's pitched in 15 games. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off to the right side, and out of play for strike 2. As she gets ready to go, Crandall, on the season, she has 591, on her career, 591 strikes. There's a swing and a miss, strikeouts, and that is another strikeout, so she's now 8 from 600 and the new Artesia Bulldog record. As number 13, the third baseman in the 3-hole, Angelina Corral, will step in on the right side. 2 down. Bulldogs and Wildcats here in the doubleheader tonight to finish out district for the Bulldogs. Wildcats have another doubleheader on Thursday. There's a swing. It's hit hard, and it gets through McKaylee Morion for a error. As normally McKaylee would make that play. She kind of tried to backstab it and gets through. So down at first base is Angelina Corral, and that'll bring Alexa Bell to the plate, number 77, hitting .582 on the season with 4 home runs, 11 doubles, 33 RBIs. First pitch, called strike one, snap throw down, not in time from Perseus to Caden down at first base. So strike one called to Bell. Again, getting her sign. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a chopper over to the left side. Foul ball, strike two. On deck is the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto, and in the hole, number 7, the left fielder, Annalie Chavarria for the Wildcats. Bulldogs still really shifted to the right side. Both Whitmire out in left and Morrison in center shifted over. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Just missed away for ball one. 1-2 now. The count to Alexa Bell. Two down. We're under at first base, reaching via that error. E4. Here's the wind and the pitch. I guess a little bit high. Ball two. As it was on that outside corner, but up a little bit on the rise ball. She did not chase, so 2-2 now the count to Bell as she steps back in. Again, looking over to the dugout. She gets her numbers, looks at her wristband, and ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's hit well out to left center field, and that's going to get, caught by Jenna Whitmire. That was an outstanding play by Jenna. She caught it over the shoulder, and that is out, number 3. What a play out there by Jenna. All right, so they do get one on, but no hits, no runs, and one runner left on base. There was the one error. We've played one full inning, and the score remains 0-0. Top of the second coming up.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
All right, we're back here at the top of the second inning, and Zoe Warren at the plate. First pitch she sees called. Strike one, caught the outside corner. Zoe on the season, batting .394 with 17 runs scored and 26 hits. She has 13 RBIs as she steps back in, ready to go. Here's the 0-1. That's high, ball one. So 1-1 to count to Zoe. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, the catcher, and in the hole, third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray for Artesia. Lovington defense playing pretty much straight away. The wind is still blowing in, but not as hard as it was. That pitch outside just a little bit. Ball two. So 1-2 now the count. As Udahara brings it, there's a changeup, and she does foul it. A little out in front, but she was able to kind of slow her swing down and got a piece of it. So the count now 2-2 to Zoe Warren. She'll shorten up a little bit right here and cover her plate. Steps back in. Bulldogs still looking for their first base hit, as are the Lovington Wildcats, but their first base runner. Here's the pitch, outside and low for ball 3. So full count now for Zoe Warren. Lights already on here in Lovington. I wanted to make sure they were on because the sun is way up in the sky. But they've got them on so that when it does get dark. Here's the pitch. Bounces up there, and there's a leadoff walk. And the front base runner, and Zoe Warren is the first base runner for the Bulldogs here in game number 1. Now the catcher, DePorto, will step out and talk to her infield. Bulldogs, a lot of speed. known to steal. And Perseus will step in. On the season, Perseus Aguilar batting .425 with 27 runs scored, 31 hits, 19 RBIs. She also has 4 home runs. There's a foul tip. That was a foul tip, so the throw down wasn't counted. She was safe anyway down at first base. The catcher, DePorto, fires it down to first base, but the umpire had said foul. So 0-1 to Perseus as she'll step back in. It'll be difficult for anybody to hit a home run out with this wind blowing straight in, but it's certainly not possible. I mean, it certainly could happen, is what I'm trying to say. Here's the pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball out to right field. Right fielder moving over and will make the play for out number 1. So that'll bring to the plate for the Bulldogs number 7, KJ Ray. KJ on the season batting .396 with 18 runs scored, 21 hits, and 30 RBIs. She's got a lot of those coming off her 8 home runs. She's leading the team with 8. Here's the pitch, high and tight, ball 1. On deck is Michaeli Morion, and then the whole Kinsey Carlo for Artesia. 0-0 if you're just joining us. We're in the top of the second inning. Game number 1, the final 2 games of the district play for the Artesia Bulldogs. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's going to be a little roller to third base. Pick it up, goes to second, turn, and she does not throw it. So on the fielder's choice, runner out at second base. So 3-4. And that'll bring Michaeli Morion to the plate. On the season, she looks at high, ball 1. Michaeli, the freshman, batting .273 with 15 runs scored, 15 hits. She also has 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, and now has ball 1. So 1-0 the count, 1 out here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 1. Caught that outside edge of the outside corner. Delaney Udahara, the pitcher. As she gets ready to go, here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, that's hit well out to right center, but that wind knocks it down. That probably would have been a home run. And so going catch out there on the out was the right fielder. And that ends the threat. Bulldogs get a walk, no hits, no errors, no runs, 1 runner left on base. 0-0 going into the bottom of the second.
Eastern New Mexico University is open for visitors to come to visit our campus. Come be our guest for a guided tour of one of the best small-town college atmospheres in the Southwest. Take a look at all ENMU has to offer, including the best residence halls in New Mexico as recognized by Niche.com. Sign up today for your personal tour of ENMU and our beautiful campus by visiting enmu.edu/visit. Explore, experience, excel. Eastern New Mexico University.
All right, let's get out the old grocery list here. Let's see, eggs, milk, bread, insurance. I don't want to shop for insurance.
Fortunately, you don't have to. George Gandy Insurance is here for you. Shopping and comparing rates from different insurance carriers to save you money, time, and hassle. Visit a George Gandy Insurance location near you today.
We keep you covered. George Gandy Insurance.
Welcome back to Bulldog Softball here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. We're also out there on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page, live streaming there, as well as YouTube, the YouTube channel, KSVP Radio. All right, we're back here at the ballpark, and the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto, will step in to face Riley Crandall for the first time today. Batting .516 on the season, 32 hits. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high, ball 1. She's got 10 runs scored and 3 home runs for the freshman. Wait a minute, it's DePorto. I'm looking at the wrong line. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Ball 2.
me get back on the right line here. Batting .516 with 2 runs scored, 32 hits, 32 RBIs, 3 home runs. Here's the 2-0 from Crandall. High ball 3, so really laying off of those pitches. Just a little bit up in the zone and on the outside corner. Did not swing, so 3-0 now to Siena de Porto. On deck is number 7, Annalise Chavarria, the left fielder, and in the hole, Jocelyn Holguin. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, called, strike 1. So that fastball had some heat on it, a little pepper. And Riley just fired it down the middle. And Crandall ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a pop fly back towards us. Won't make it back to us, but it does get out of the field of play over the backstop, so that is strike 2 on the foul ball. So a full count now for Porto. She'll step back in against Crandall. Crandall this season has 160 of her 592 home runs. Home runs. There's a ground ball to the right side of her strikeouts. Foul ball over toward the Lovington dugout on the ground ball. Crandall has only given up 12 runs on 31 hits. She's pitched 79 in the 3rd innings. 160 strikeouts to only 10 walks. Pretty crazy. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and another foul ball. So staying alive is DePorto. Good at bat for her. Facing arguably one of the number 2, 3, top 3 pitchers in the nation in Riley Crandall. Definitely one of the number 1, top 3 in the state. Maybe even could be argued number 1. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. She got her. Now 8 short. I'm sorry, 7 short. She was 9 short coming in. So now she is 7. That's swing. And I should have gotten a pin out so I can keep track of these better than trying to keep it in my feeble mind. Annalise Chavarria steps in on the right side to face Crandall. Pitch, strike 1 called on the outside corner. So Crandall needed 9 coming into this ball game to break the Artesia record and to have 600 all time. There's a swing and a miss, strike 2 to Chavarria. On deck is number 9, Jocelyn Holguin, the first baseman. And in the hole is the pitcher, number 11, Delaney Udahara for the Lovington Wildcats. 0-0 from the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Just a bit too far outside for ball 1 and maybe a little bit high. So 1-2 now the count. As Crandall ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul ball back over right off to my right. Well, that was like a line drive back here. Count remains 1-2. Just over to my right. In on the deck here. All right, so here's the 1-2. Crandall. That bounces up there for ball 1. Try to get her to chase 1 down, and she did not offer. So the count now 2-2 to Chavarria. Chavarria batting .491 on the season with 27 hits, 20 runs scored, and 22 RBIs. She steps back in ready to go. Crandall with the wind and the pitch. That pitch just misses, I guess, down. Looked like maybe a curveball, but ball 3. So now a full count to Chavarria as Crandall gets ready to go. Got her sign, got her numbers. Back on the rubber. Artesia sets up right in the middle. Now she's kind of edges out. There's the pitch. It's a ground ball to the right side. Foul for another foul ball. Everybody will reset as they get it out there in right field. Zoe Warren gets it into McKaylee and back to Riley. So again, ready to go. Full count. Crandall takes a look over to get her numbers, looks at her wristband, and now she's ready. Aguilar setting up on the inner third. There it was, and there it is. Strikeout number 3. Number 3 on the day. And she is now 6 short of the record, and that is out number 2 here in the inning. All right, so Holguin goes down and gets a word from her third base coach, and now she'll get ready to step in on the right side, which she does. Up in the front of the box. They've all been up there. They're trying to get that pitch, even though it's fast. I guess they're just thinking they can just get that bat out there. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called, strike 1. There was that fastball right down the middle. And just was there in the blink of an eye. Strike 1 called, no swing. 2 down. On deck is number 11, Delaney Udahara, the pitcher, and in the hole, the right fielder, number 2, Ana E. Reyes. Here's the the pitch, another foul ball back for strike number 2. And now the umpire is saying, give me some softballs. They just tossed one in. Now they're going to toss in another and a third. The umpire will put 2 in the ball bag, and you gave one out to the pitcher, Crandall. All right, so the count remains 0-2 as Jocelyn Holguin will step back in. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the pitch. Call, strike 3 on the curveball. Caught the outside corner. Strikeout looking, and now she's 5 away. No hits, no runs, no errors. They go down in order. 1, 2, 3. 0-0. Top of the third coming up. Artesia will bring shortstop Kinsey Carlo and left fielder Jenna Whitmire and Riley Crandall. There's your top 3 batters coming back.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Artesia Plumbing and Heating is your authorized Carrier air conditioning dealer. Home owned and operated for over 41 years. Artesia Plumbing and Heating installs residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioners. Artesia Plumbing and Heating handles your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier unit. Artesia Plumbing and Heating is a proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs and Lady Dogs and wishes them the very best in this sports season. Artesia Plumbing and Heating, 746-3712.
Lovington in the circle. They threw the ball down and around, and that'll bring to the plate lead off here in the top of the third inning. Number 12, Kinsey Carlo, shortstop for the Bulldogs. On the season, Kinsey batting .309 with 17 hits, 10 runs scored, 13 RBIs as she steps in to lead things off here, top of the third. First pitch called, strike 1, caught that outside corner. So the pitcher is the senior for the Lovington Wildcats, Delaney Udahara. On the season, she's got a 4.24 ERA as that pitch misses away for ball 1. 6 wins, 3 losses. She's pitched 6 complete games, been in the circle 14 times, and has 1 no-hitter. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. 2-1 now, the count to Kinsey. On deck is the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Another one of our 8th graders, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. We saw her make an amazing catch an inning and a half ago. I mean, fantastic catch. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, too low. So she's on deck, the left fielder. And then in the hole, we're back to the top of the order, number 13, Riley Crandall, who reached out and hit a slow roller to the shortstop her first time up. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, called, strike 2. So now a full count to Kinsey. She gets ready to go, steps back in. And the pitcher, Udahara, ready to go. Her catcher, DePorto, setting up right in the middle. Here's the pitch, swung on, got her with the change. That's a strikeout, and that is out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. So that'll bring us to the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Jenna on the season, batting .317. She's got 19 hits to go along with 15 runs, 14 RBIs. She has 3 home runs and 1 grand slam. She sent one out with bases juiced, and she looks at called, strike 1. On deck is Riley Crandall, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison for the Lady Bulldogs. As they're looking to get the first run across here, they've only had 1 base runner, as have Lovington, through 2.5. Pitch. Jenna does a little slap bunt. It goes foul to the right side for strike number 2. So the first baseman goes over there and gets that. By the way, Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin, third to first. Chavarria, Marcus, and Reyes left to right, with DePorto catching Udahara. There's the Lovington defense. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back, and out of play. So the count remains 0-2 to Jenna as she steps back in, up in the front of the box, up on the line. And Udahara has her sign, so she's ready. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, that's hit well off the right field, but that wind just knocked it down. I'm telling you, the wind not blowing like it was, that would have been more trouble. But the right fielder makes the easy out on the line drive fly out. And so that'll bring Riley Crandall to the plate with 2 outs. Try to get a 2-out rally going here. Crandall 0 for 1 in this ball game on the season, batting .587. She's going to swing at that pitch. It gets by the third baseman. Shortstop can't get it in time, so Riley gets an infield hit. So starting us off with that 2-out rally is Riley Crandall. I was going to say she's leading the team in batting. She's batting .587, has 29 runs scored, 13 RBIs, 12 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs. That's Riley Crandall. And now coming to the plate is Kenna Morrison. She's batting .359 with 28 runs scored and 18 RBIs off of 28 hits. She also with a grand slam. We saw her do that as she looks at ball 1 high and away. Over in this vicinity, we were in Hobbs, and the runners at second and third with 1 out, and they walked Crandall, the leadoff batter, and Morrison came up and promptly hit a grand slam. So you pay for anything with the Bulldogs because they're all good hitters, including her. And she's going to do a little bloop out to right center. That's going to be in no man's land. Crandall will round and go to third base. On the throw, Kenna will go into second. Perfect job there on that single, taking it to second base on the throw. And so a good job by Morrison. Gets a great hit and then advances because they go to third base. They had no chance to get Crandall at third, but they threw it over there anyhow. So now the Bulldogs with a 2-out rally going here have 2 runners in scoring position, and Caden Apodaca coming to the plate. Caden on the season, the other of our 8th graders on the season, batting .521. She's batting second behind Crandall in terms of batting average. She has 28 runs scored, 30 RBIs, and 7 home runs. And she's going to hit that one on the right side of the field. That will be caught by the third baseman. So the little pop fly will end the threat. And so the Bulldogs do get a pair of hits, but no runs. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. We've played 2.5, and our score is 0-0. We'll be back.
When it comes to your tires, don't take any shortcuts. Trust Forest Tire. They've been keeping you rolling for 78 years. Forest Tire knows tires, and they know that being there is what matters most. That's why Michelin packs more innovation inside its tires to maximize performance without sacrificing capabilities, so you can continue to go the extra mile to be there for the ones who matter most, delivering service that exceeds your expectations. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
you're just now joining us here on KSVP Radio or KSVPTV.com, the Artesia Lady Bulldogs right now tied up 0-0 with the Lovington Lady Wildcats. The Bulldogs, number one seeded ranked team in the state. Lovington, number 3. And the Bulldogs, Riley Crandall in the circle. And that brings number 11 to the plate. Eleni Utahara on the season. She is batting .344 with 11 hits and 32. Actually only shows, let's see here, only shows 5 RBIs. And she looks at, was that a strike, Gene? I looked down. Did he call that a strike? Ball 1. I was looking at my stats and I looked up and she was starting. I missed that pitch, but ball 1 to Utahara, the pitcher. Ana E. Reyes on deck. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Caught that outside corner. So 1-1 now the count. So Reyes on deck, the number 9 hitter, and in the hole is Avery Marquez, the leadoff batter. As Crandall is now 5 away from setting the Bulldog all-time strikeout record. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip back for strike 2. So 1-2 now the count. Bulldogs playing really shifted to the right. Jenna Whitmire is a long ways from the left field line. I don't think anybody is going to pull it on them, and then Bulldogs don't think they are either, as Morrison is shifted way over to the right as well. Zoe Warren out in right field, of course. That pitch is high. Rise ball that never stopped. That is ball 2. So 2-2 now to Utahara. Bulldog baseball finishes their district this week. We've got a home game Thursday night and a doubleheader Friday night in Goddard. Here's the pitch. She held her swing. Too far outside, the umpire says, so ball 3. Full count to Utahara. So the Bulldogs, again, continuing their 3-game series. Thursday night will be at home at Brainerd Park, 5 o'clock game. And then Friday, the doubleheader with Goddard to finish out that series. Swing and a miss. Strikeout swinging, and now 4 away is Riley Crandall. And that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As the senior right fielder, number 2, Ana E. Reyes comes to the plate. On the season, she is batting .493 with 34 hits, 24 runs scored, and 22 RBIs. She has 6 home runs. She swings and hits it right to the right side into the fence for a foul ball, strike 1. On deck is the top of the order, Avery Marquez, and in the hole, Honey Morales, the second baseman for Lovington. Riley ready to go. Persea sets up on that outside corner. That pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So down quickly in the count is Ana E. Reyes, 0-2. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and 0-0. Bulldogs had a chance, just couldn't get those runs across. They started the 2-out rally, but then Lovington got that 3rd out. Strike 3 called, looking. And now how many away? She's 3 away from 600 and the record. And that'll bring to the plate the leadoff batter, number 3, Avery Marquez. Avery 0 for 1. She bunted into the 1-4 put out her first time up. She tried to go to the right side, which she did, but getting there first was the pitcher, and then she stood Kaylee Morion. That pitch just missed down, just a little bit low for ball 1 on the outside corner. So 1-0 the count. Her first at bat, like I said, she bunted to the right side. Crandall got there before Apodaca turned and threw it to Morion for the out. There's a swinging foul ball strike. She hit it kind of straight down and back. Perseus will go gather that up, throw back out to Riley. So the end of district for the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs this week. And this season has really flown by, seems like. Gene's probably saying no, not really. Here's the pitch, swing, and it's a little capper back to Riley. She'll pick it up, throw it to first base. And that will be that. Out on the ground out. 1-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We've played 3 full innings, and the Bulldogs and the Wildcats still knotted up at 0. We'll be back.
Please pardon our dust as we move into our new facility at Artesia Animal Clinic. We've begun the process of moving into our new facility, which features more exam rooms, expanded surgery and treatment rooms, lab, x-ray, and larger kennels. We're so excited to be moving into our new facility, and we look forward to being better able to help care for your pets. Artesia Animal Clinic, now moving into our new clinic in the same location, 110 West Mahone, just north of Artesia Ford Sales.
Prices are being slashed at Castle Rentals, Artesia's fun and friendly rent-to-own furniture store. Get a free mattress pad cover when you purchase a Serta or Kingdom mattress. Both brands on sale now. Get deep discounts on lamps by Cow Lighting. Beautiful and unique handcrafted lamps made right here in the US of A. Find your new furniture, appliances, or electronics today at Castle Rentals, 2616 West Main in Artesia. Rent to own or 90 days same as cash on all items.
All right, coming to the plate for the Artesia Bulldogs will be number 8, Zoe Warren, the right fielder. Zoe 0 for 0. She walked her first time through. She was the first base runner for the Bulldogs. She led off the top of the second with a walk. And now she'll lead off here in the top of the fourth. And that foul ball out of play to the right side for strike 1. Zoe on the season, batting .394 with 26 hits. She's got 13 RBIs. She steps back in on the right side. And Udahara ready to go. Here's the pitch, way outside, ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Zoe Warren. On deck is the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, third baseman, number 7, KJ Ray for the Bulldogs. Zoe steps back in. Here's the 1-1, swung on. She'll foul down the left side this time for a foul ball strike. Good hard hit out in front of that pitch. Drove it between the third base and Coach Polito down there. Right fielder or left fielder, Annalie Chavarria goes and gathers it up, gets it back in. It went right into the corner down there of here at the ballpark. So 1-2 the count, a pair of foul balls and a ball. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside for ball 2. Lovington fans wanted that called. 2-2, just a little bit outside. He's got a wide zone. That was pretty wide. I agree with the call. And I like a good wide zone. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be hard hit right at the shortstop who picks it up. Fires it across, and that is an out. Hernandez to Olguin, 6-3 on the ground out. So the Bulldogs with 1 out will bring to the plate the catcher, number 15, Perseus Aguilar. Perseus batting .425 on the season. She's got 4 home runs to go with a triple and 5 doubles. 19 RBIs for the sophomore. So she steps back in. All the Bulldogs up in the front of the box. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high. Ball 1. 1-0 the count as Perseus steps back in. On deck, KJ Ray, and in the hole, Michaeli Morion for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, that's hit well, but again, that wind. Center fielder catches it on the fly out. So that is out number 2. And KJ Ray will try to get a 2-out rally going here. KJ 0 for 1. She hit into a fielder's choice her first time through. She'll step in batting .396 on the season prior to tonight with 21 hits, 30 RBIs, and 8 home runs to go along with 4 doubles. KJ, a junior, will get her back next year. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit out to right center field. So leading off, or getting that single to get the 2-out rally going is KJ Ray, and that'll bring Michaeli Morion to the plate. She flew out her first time up, so she's 0 for 1. That was just an inning ago. She steps in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike 1 on the inside corner 0-1 the count to McKaylee. She is batting .273, 15 hits and 9 RBIs, has a pair of home runs. The pitch swung on and fouled back for a foul ball strike, 2. Again, 2 outs here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 0-0 is our score. KJ Ray down at first base, representing the go-ahead run, as McKaylee will shorten up here with 0-2 count. Slips back in. Udahara, the pitcher, gets ready to go. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Swung on. She hits it foul down the left side over toward the Bulldog dugout. So the count remains 0-2. She'll step back in. Takes a couple practice swings before she does. Now she's stepping back in. Oh, they went and gathered that ball up, so letting everybody get back in their spots. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Said he caught that outside corner. So that is out number 3. The Bulldogs do get a hit, but no runs, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Our score remains 0-0 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay right here.
Hey guys, Cambria here from your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell. Did you know right now you can get a 10-piece of legs and thighs, chicken only, for $13.99? And people love our KFC chicken sandwich. You've got to try it. An extra crispy, hand-breaded chicken fillet placed on a buttery brioche bun, topped with pickles and your choice of classic or spicy mayonnaise. It's the best chicken sandwich ever, and it's only at your KFC in Artesia. We hope to see you soon at your local KFC Taco Bell in Artesia.
Energy consumers everywhere are getting calls from scammers. These callers threaten to shut off power if payment is not made immediately. Don't fall for it. Never give out financial or personal information to someone who calls claiming to be from Central Valley Electric Cooperative. CVE does not take payments over the phone. If you receive such a call or have questions about your bill, call CVE 575-746-3571 and get the facts.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're going into the bottom of the 4th inning. We're all knotted up, 0-0. As the Bulldogs break out of the circle after throwing it down and around the horn. Coming to the plate will be Honey Morales, number 4. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging her first time through. 403 on the season with 25 hits, 20 runs scored, and 7 RBIs. But 0 for 1 here today against Riley Crandall. She steps in to lead things off. She's the number 2 batter in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called on that outside corner. A fastball that just burned down there. Crandall takes a peek over to get her numbers, looks at her wristband, and ready to go. Perseus will set up again on that outside edge. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt, unable to get it down. Strike 2 on the bunt attempt. On deck is the number 3 hitter in the lineup, third baseman, number 13, Angelina Corral. And the DH, number 77, Alexa Bell. She's in the hole. And Alexa is the cleanup batter for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the pitch. Rise ball is too high for ball 1. So the count now 1-2. Bulldogs again really shifted to the right side, anticipating that if they get it into the outfield, it'll be over to the right side with the speed of Crandall. Her pitches. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, and that is hit to the right side, and that'll get over into the batter's pen over there for a foul ball strike. Count remains 1-2. That might be there. I think that's their pitcher's cage, not the batter's pen. Over here on the right side behind their dugout. All right, so the 1-2 count. Here's the wind, the pitch, swing, and a miss. And guess what? She is now 2 away from the record. Riley Crandall started the day off with 591 strikeouts. She's now 2 away from 600 and the record. Stepping in is the 3rd batter in the lineup, batting 2nd here in the bottom of the 4th, Angelina Corral. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. She reached on an error her first time up. So 0 for 1 in the ball game, and now has strike one on that swing. Ray, Carlo, Morion, Apodaca, third to first. Whitmire, Morrison, Warren, left to right. There's a swing, hit hard. Oh, and there's another error on McKaylee's. That's very unusual. So the same young lady that reached on the error E4 this first time does it again. So a pair of errors now, E4. So down at first base is Angelina Corral with one out. And at the plate, number 77, Alexa Bell. Alexa Bell is their leader, hitting .582 on the season. She's got 4 home runs to go along with 11 doubles and 33 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Outside, snap throw down to Caden is not in time. Ball one. Good throw there by Perseus to Caden, but just not in time. So Lovington trying to get that first run across. They got a runner on the base pass now. First time they've had that since back in the second inning. And this is only their second runner. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back for strike one. 1-1 now the count to Bell. On deck is the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto, and in the hole, the left fielder, number 7, Annalie Chavarria. Lovington would love nothing better than to get a sweep here against the Bulldogs. But Artesia going to try from letting that happen. That pitch too low for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. So Bell steps back in. Crandall takes a look over to get her numbers. Looks at her wristband. She's ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's hit to the right side. And picking it up and throwing it to first base is Michaeli Morion. Really her only play. So the fielder's choice is a ground out 4-3.
Stepping into the box, senior number 10, Sienna DePorto.
So over there at second base, they now have a runner in scoring position in Angelina Corral. And that'll bring Sienna DePorto to the plate. She's the catcher. Wears number 10 on her white pinstripe blue jerseys. White jersey with pinstripes in blue. Probably a better way to say it. She's 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time. As Crandall gets ready to go, here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. What a changeup. Might have been a curve, but she really took something off of it. I think it was a changeup. So 0-1 the count to DePorto. On the season, the senior batting .516 with 32 RBIs and 3 home runs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Go down in the count here to Crandall. 0-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. If you're just now joining us, 0-0. That's where we're at, but Lovington threatening with a runner at second base and 2 outs. The wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and she is now 1 away as that pitch was looked at and called strike 3. So 1 away from 600 is Riley Crandall. There was no hits, no runs, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We're going to the top of the 5th. 0-0 is our score. Stay tuned.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Many times, patients require skilled care for short-term illnesses, temporary help after hospitalization or rehabilitation after a major surgery, and many more conditions that can be handled in the comfort of your home. J&J Home Care stands ready to provide such care when you or your family members need it. Our highly experienced nurses, therapists, and aides have been serving Artesia and the surrounding community for more than 20 years. To learn more about the services available at J&J Home Care, call 746-2892 or visit us at 1301 West Grand in Artesia.
Got a good tight ball game here, defensive ball game based on those pitchers. Udahar and Crandall. We're going into the top of the 5th inning. 0-0 is our score. And Delaney Udahara, the senior pitcher for the Lovington Wildcats, has been able to keep the Bulldogs pretty much in check. Stepping in to bat to lead things off is the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo. She's 0 for 1, struck out swinging. She looks at strike one call. Looked like maybe a change up there from Udahara. Kenzie on the season batting .359 with 28 hits and 18 RBIs. She has, looks at pitch just outside, ball 1, 1-1 now the count. She has 5 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run that just happened to be a grand slam over in Hobbs. So she's back in now, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a flare off to the right side and out of play for a strike 2 as that pitch almost hit a couple of kids over there on the right side. I'm glad it didn't. Nothing like getting hit by a foul ball on the body somewhere and you don't know what's coming. That would hurt. All right, so 1-2, Kenzie back in on the right side as she gets ready to go. Here's the pitch from Udahara. And she's called, striked out looking. Caught the outside corner, and that is out, number 1 for the Lovington Wildcats. So that'll bring number 14, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. Jenna on the season batting .317 with 19 hits, 15 runs scored, and 14 RBIs. She also has a grand slam. So the 2 grand slams were hit by Morrison and Whitmire. We have 2 on the season. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1, caught the outside corner. So 0-1 the count to Jenna. On deck is the leadoff batter, Riley Crandall, and in the hole, Kenna Morrison, the center fielder for the Bulldogs. 1 out, we're in the top of the 5th. 0-0 is our score. Here's the wind and the pitch. Going to square to bunt, pulls her bat back on that high and inside pitch. So 1-1 now the count for Jenna Whitmire. Steps back in, and Udahara ready to go. Back on the rubber, Jenna squared around the bunt. Now she pulls it back, swing, and a foul ball back and over our head, or off over to the right from where Gene and I are here on the top of the press box. So the count now 1-2 to Jenna. She steps back in, ready to go. Udahara has her sign. She's back on the rubber. Here's the wind in the pitch. Missed away, ball 2. Away outside. Dirt infield here with the grass outfield, not turf. Here's the wind and the pitch swung on. That is hit well to center field, but will it stay in the field? And it does. That wind, I'm telling you, that is a home run every day unless that wind is blowing straight in like it was just then. So a deep hit, but right out there against the fence, the center fielder makes the play. So that'll bring Riley Crandall to the plate. She is 1 for 2 in the ballgame with a ground out and a single. One of the 2 hits offered up by the pitcher, Udahara. Whitmire hit that a ton. It was way high, and I thought it still might get out of here, but that wind's blowing pretty hard, and she caught it right against the fence out in dead center field. All right, Crandall ready to go. They're really shading her to the left. Here's the pitch. That's because they're going to throw out there. That was about 3 time zones over to the left for ball 1. That was Eastern Standard Time. All right, so 1-0 the count. Here's the wind and the pitch. There it was again. That was 2 zip codes over for ball 2. That was in the zip code up and around Clovis on that one. So 2-0 the count as Riley steps back in. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Again, way outside, and that's ball 3. Crandall will step back in. She is not unaccustomed to this. She has, there's ball 4, so she'll take the 2-out walk. On the season, Crandall's been walked 21 times to lead the Bulldogs. Still batting 587, been walked 21 times. Only been struck out twice. All right, so that'll bring the number 2 batter in the lineup, Kenna Morrison, to the plate. Kenna 1 for 2. She hit a line drive out and then a single. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. She'll pick it up. Double clutch, so it's first base in time. And And that is out number 3 on the ground out. 6-3, the put out. All right, so the Bulldogs get no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base via the walk. We'll be back. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
It's important to know local folks you can trust. People who'll be there for you when you need it most. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, serving southeast New Mexico since 1978 and new locations throughout Texas, is the leader in equipment rentals, sales, and service. Whether it's an excavator, backhoe, or wheel loader for the pipeline, or a reach fork or man lift for the construction site, Cisco Equipment has the dirt and aerial equipment to get the job done. Call the team at Cisco Equipment today, 748-1314, serving all of southeast New Mexico and throughout Texas.
When that problem arises, one call to Crouch Plumbing and Heating is all it takes. Crouch's plumbers and technicians are highly trained. No problem is too big or too small for Crouch. Whether you need a water heater replaced, a gas line run, a leaky faucet repaired, or your heater or AC serviced, Crouch can do it all. Your problem is their problem, so it's no longer a problem. Call on Crouch for timely response, quality workmanship at a fair price. Servicing Carlsbad and Artesia.
Final wind-up and warm-up pitch for Crandall. The fire down for Perseus, right on target. Carlo put the tag down, tosses it back to Morion, who fires it over to Ray, and she gets back, meets everybody in the middle, gives the ball to Crandall. They all high-five, and now we're ready to go. Coming to the plate will be left fielder number 7, Annalise Chavarria. Crandall looking over to get her numbers. She gets them and ready to go. Here's the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th. A little bit high, ball 1. On deck is number 9, first baseman Jocelyn Holguin, and in the hole the pitcher, number 11, Delaney Udahara, senior for the Wildcats. The wind in the pitch. Oh, I guess a little low. I was going to say strike 1, but it was right down the middle. But I guess just a tad bit low for ball 2. So 2-0 the count now to Chavarria. As Riley gets her pitch again, and here we go. The 2-0. Again, I just missed. It seems like his zone has now shrunk a little bit. 3-0 the count. I guess that was a little bit high. So 3-0 to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The wind and the pitch. Again, I guess just missed a little bit high. Ball 4, so the leadoff walk with nobody outs will bring to the plate the first baseman, Jocelyn Holguin. She is 0 for 1.
Up to the plate for the Wildcats.
Previous batter, Chavarria, was also 0 for 1, both on strikeouts. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. It's going to be number 18 for Annalise Chavarria.
Courtesy runner number 18, Sabri Sanchez.
So that's Sabri Sanchez coming into courtesy run. Holguin talks to her coach, and now the umpire standing over between the third base dugout, Bulldog dugout, and the third base line, writing stuff down. It's interesting to me, sometimes umpires, don't do nothing. They just say okay, and they just stand there and take the next pitch. And then we got other umpires that write it all down. And I'm thinking maybe you probably should write it all down. I don't know. When I've umpired games, I would write those down. But I've seen a lot of umpires that just say okay. They don't make any changes to their card. But this one did. He stepped away and wrote down some things for the courtesy runner coming in. All right, so Holguin steps in, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the winding pitch. She's going to try to bunt her over. A little pop fly back. Good effort there by Perseus. She come out of that stance quickly, but really no chance to get to it. It was a kind of a little line drive, pop fly back into the chain link here at the Lovington Wildcat Softball Stadium. 0-1 the count. Runner down at first base. Via the walk is Sabri Sanchez. She is actually the courtesy runner. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Throw down, not in time to first base. So that is strike 2 on that swing. On deck is the pitcher, Delaney Udahara, and in the hole, Ana E. Reyes, the right fielder. Crandall ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. And she now has 600. Riley Crandall, she was one away. She just got there with that strikeout swinging. Riley Crandall now the all-time leader in strikeouts for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. She has 600 on her career, and she is now the all-time leader in Artesia Bulldog history. And that's a 4A state record, 600. I just learned. I didn't know that, but the PA said it's a 4A state record. And I guess she's already had. I guess I've been misunderstanding all along. I thought it was the team record, but I'm sure it's a team record. She probably already had that. And now she has the state record for Class 4A. An amazing career for number 13, Riley Crandall. Of course, she's still got games to play as an Artesia Bulldog before she's a Baylor Bear. We're going to wish her all the luck up there in college, but we want her to stay here until this season is over and they're raising the blue. All right, so Udahara will step in. First pitch. Ball one, a little bit high, outside. Udahara 0 for 1 with the strikeout swinging. As Crandall will take a step back, now get ready to go. 1-0 the count to Udahara. The number 9 hitter in the lineup, Ana E. Reyes on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Marquez in the hole. Swing and a drive out to center field, but again, that wind really knocked that down. Coming on hard was Morrison out there. She makes the play. When it was first off the bat, she kind of stopped because normally you'd think that ball's coming at me, but that wind knocked it down. She came in, made a great play, and that is out to the center fielder.
Now batting, senior number 2, Ana E. Reyes.
All right, so 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The runner, Sabri Sanchez, the courtesy runner down at first base, and at the plate, Ana E. Reyes. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking her first time through. The pitch, strike called. Outside edge. The ball skips away from Crandall on the throw down, but back from the catcher. But Caden picks it up and tosses it to her. It's 0-1 here to Reyes. On deck is the leadoff batter, number 3, Avery Marcus, and in the hole, number 4, Honey Morales. Swing and right at the on-deck circle. I think she got out of the way of it. Avery Marquez, as she hit that way behind on the pitch, but she did get a piece of it and hit it right at the on-deck circle. Pretty small foul territory here at the ballpark. So not very far away from the batter is the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. She could not check it. And so now 6-0-1 for Riley Crandall. There was no hits, no runs, no errors. I'm sorry, 1 error, and a runner left on base. It's 0-0 going into the top of the 6th inning.
Hello, Bulldog fans. It's Martin from Frost Mortgage in Artesia, your local lender. While the Bulldogs are scoring high, your mortgage should be going low. Rates are at an all-time low, and it's time to cash in on it. So call Martin at 575-749-6278 to schedule your free consultation. Remember, you have a choice when it comes to your home financing, so don't be misled. Call Martin at Frost Mortgage today.
Frost Mortgage is a division of Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated and is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 3094.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
Leading off things here for the Lady Bulldogs will be Caden Apodaca. She's 0 for 2. She's flown out twice. One of them, I think, was one of those that might have been a home run without this high wind blowing straight in at the batters. So Caden will step in 0 for 2 here in the ball game. We're in the top of the 6th inning, 0-0 in this pitcher's duel. Gene said between innings an inning or two ago that that ball misses away a little bit high for ball one, that we normally would have had 3 home runs. I tend to agree with him. It's hard to tell, but all 3 of the shots we're talking about looked like they had the legs to get out of the ballpark. One of them for sure, but that wind is blowing in. Knocked them down. There's ball 2 low. Oh, he called it a strike. Oh. Oh, 1-1 now the count. All right. So 1-1. Udahara gets ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball strike 2 on the changeup off the outside corner and the upper end of the strike zone. So Apodaca will step back in with a 1-2 count, and she looks to lead things off here in the top of the 6th for the Bulldogs. Nobody out, and she's a leadoff batter. Looking to get that go-ahead run on the base paths. Here's the pitch. That's too far outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now the count. On deck is Zoe Warren, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar for Artesia. Caden steps back in. 2-2 the count. Delaney Utahara, the pitcher, with the wind and the pitch. That's going to be a hit up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there, and she does just what I said. She leads off with a single, seeing eye single, between the second baseman and the second base itself. And so with nobody out, Zoe Warren will step in. Zoe walked her first time up and then grounded out her second time. So now has the go-ahead run on the base paths in the person of Caden Apodaca, who led this inning off with a hit. DePorto, the catcher, talks to her infield, now pulls her helmet down. Here's the wind and the pitch. Squares the bunt, and she missed the bunt for strike 1. Apodaca hustles back to first base. All right, Zoe steps back in, 0-1 the count. Udahara ready to go. She steps back onto the rubber. Here's the wind in the 0-1. She's going to square the bunt again. She does get it down. Good bunt. Third baseman's going to have to hurry, and she does make the play. Nice play there by Corral, who came up. That ball kind of just died in the infield here. It is dirt, sand, dirt, red clay, whatever it is, and it kind of died. But the third baseman, Corral, comes up and makes a great play on the ground out. Sacrifice bunt. 5-3 the play. But the Bulldogs now have a runner at second base in scoring position with only 1 out, and Perseus Aguilar out at the plate, the catcher. She is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Looks it up. That's a base hit up the middle, and so it's just going to move station to station because she had to kind of wait on it. But it is a base hit, and so because it was a little flare out to center field. So everybody is safe, and the Bulldogs, with only 1 out, bring KJ Ray to the plate. She is hit into a fielder's choice and singled. She's 1 for 2 here. And Perseus Aguilar down at first, and at third base is Caden Apodaca as the Bulldogs look to get that run, coveted run here in game number 1. It's been a pitcher's duel, 0-0, top of the 6th inning, 1 out, but the Bulldogs threatening. KJ looking to drive it somewhere. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a pop fly out to right field. The right fielder and the second baseman will go over, and the second baseman will make the play in foul territory. That wind just knocked that thing down even further than it was normally would have been out there in shallow right, but it ends up being over behind first base for the pop fly out, and that is out number 2. So the Bulldogs they got to get a base hit here. Everybody stayed. Runner at first and runner at third. And now we've got a change as coming to the plate will be number 18.
In the 7 hole, number 18, Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth De La Riva will step in. Her first at bat here today, pinch hit. And Liz De La Riva on the season is 3 for 3. 6 runs scored. She'll step in on the right side. She's batting 1,000. Limited bats, but has an opportunity here to drive a base hit. They got the middle of the field really open. Here's the pitch. She's going to hit toward the second baseman, who picks it up, tosses it to second, and they get out of the jam on the ground out. 4-6, and that ends the inning and the threat. The Bulldogs End up getting 2 hits, but no runs. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the 6th, coming up here, 0-0, Bulldogs and Wildcats.
Chaos Cafe is the place to kick your taste buds in the face. With some of the best food around, including a big breakfast that can scratch that itch. Whether you're fiending for French toast or begging for biscuits, they've got you covered. Plus, great lunch specials, signature burgers, and some of the most satisfying portions in the galaxy. Chaos Cafe backs the Bulldogs and the student athletes that work hard and play harder. Open Monday through Saturday from 5:30 till 2 at 501 South 1st in Artesia. Put a little chaos in your day with Chaos Cafe, and go Bulldogs.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to KSVP Radio at KSVPTV.com as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning. Artesia and Lovington tied at 0. And coming to the plate for the Lovington Wildcats is going to be number 3, the leadoff batter, center fielder Avery Artesia. He is 0 for 2 with a bunt ground out and a regular ground out, swinging ground out.
3532 528 3532.
So now we've got some discussion going on down there by the coach. Not sure what the... our umpire was just getting back onto the field. Oh, I didn't see that. Couldn't see it from here, yeah. So one of the umpires maybe had to take a restroom break. So he's back on the field, and we're ready to go as Riley Crandall, now the state record holder, starts this inning off with a strike called outside edge. She now has 601 after last inning. That's strikeouts in a career, and she is the state record holder for the state of New Mexico. Also, obviously, the Artesia record holder. Here's the pitch, swung on, it's a ground ball. Nice pickup by KJ Ray, throws it over to first base, and a good pickup over there by Caden Apodaca, so the ball bounced. But the out, 5-3, on a good play at third base, and then the throw bounced over to first base. But scooping it out of the sand and dirt was Caden Apodaca, 5-3 the put out. That'll bring Honey Morales to the plate. Strikeout swinging, her first 2 at bats, so she is 0 for 2. And she faces Crandall for the 3rd time here in game number 1 of the night. Here's the wind and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. On deck is the number 3 hitter, third baseman, number 13, Angelina Corral, and in the hole, the DH, number 77, Alexa Bell. Bulldogs still really shifted over to the right side and really relatively deep with this wind. But anticipating it to go to the right side if they get a bat on it. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Carlo picks it up, fires it first. And there's the routine 6-3 put out on the ground out, and that is out. Number 2 here in the inning.
Number 13, Angelina Corral.
So number 13, Angelina Corral will step in. The third baseman 0 for 2. She reached on both times, though. Both errors, and I was mistaken. Last inning it was a walk that had that base runner on the pass. But we have had 2 errors, and she has been the young lady that's reached on both of them, Angelina Corral. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup for strike 1. On deck is Bell, and in the hole to Porto as Crandall gets her numbers, looks at her wristband, and now she's ready to go. 0-1 the count, and 0-2 called strike 2. 0-0. Boy, it's been back and forth. The Bulldogs have had their opportunities. They've had runners in scoring position in 2 different innings, but unable to get them across. Here's the wind in the 0-2. That's just high on the rise ball for ball 1. Bell on deck and DePorto in the hole. Defensively, Ray, Carlo, Morion, Apodaca, third to first. Whitmire, Morrison, Warren, left to right, with Aguilar catching Crandall. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3, and that ends the inning on that strikeout. They go down 1-2-3.
35-18.
0-0. Top of the 7th coming up.
You know what happens in the spring. It's cleanup time. And AC&B, HF Sinclair, Navajo Refining, and the Boy Scouts are at it again to help clean up our community. The Scouts will come to your house and haul off items that you need to dispose of and have no way of hauling. The dates for pickup are April 23rd, May 28th, June 4, and June 11. Just call 575-513-0143 and let me know when, where, and what. Take advantage of this free service and let's make Artesia clean and beautiful.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're back here, and leading off the inning will be number 12, Kinsey Carlo for the Artesia Bulldogs. She's 0 for 2. She struck out swinging and struck out looking her last 2 at-bats, so she is definitely ready to get off the schneid and get it. Oh, we got a, nope, I'm sorry. I didn't see that we had a change. So we have a change. Coming into bat will be number 10, Madison Martinez. Maddie will step in, 0 for 0, as she has not been in the ball game up to this point. So pinch hitting here for Carlo will be Maddie Martinez. Her first time to see the pitcher, Udahara. Called strike 1 on that outside edge. On deck is Jenna Whitmire. And in the hole at the top of the order, Crandall. Here's the 0-1. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Basically the same place on that outside edge, but just low. So 1-1 now the count to Maddie Martinez. On the season, give you hers here in just a moment as I shuffle papers in the breeze. Swing, and that's a drive out to right field, but the right fielder will just camp out and make the play into the wind. The ball goes. Martinez batting .204 on the season. That'll be out. Number 1 on the fly out to the right fielder. So that'll bring the number 9 hitter, Jenna Whitmire, to the plate. Jenna playing out in left field for the Bulldogs, wears number 14 on her orange jersey. She's 0 for 2, one of which was a deep shot. I can see a line drive in the gap somewhere for the young lady, Jenna Whitmire. Here's the pitch, swung on, there it is, that's a base hit. She ripped it past the shortstop, seeing eye single. So the single, 1-out single, will bring us to the top of the order, and Riley Crandall, my guess is they will be very careful with her here. She's 1 for 2 with a ground out her first at bat, but then singled and walked. They didn't get close to the strike zone in her last at bat. It was very far away from anything to be swinging at as he walked her on 4 straight. So a lot of speed. Jenna Whitmire is really fast down there at first base. Get one into the gap, she'll be circling down to third for sure. Here's the pitch, way outside, ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Crandall. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Caden Apodaca. As Crandall ready to go from the left side. Here's Udahara. And that was not close to hittable. I mean, I guess the thought process is, you know, hopefully she takes a swing at one, but you could just walk her. You could say intentional, but maybe they'll throw one close here and see if she take a cut at it. Those two way outside. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that was outside too, but he called it a strike. So 2-1 now the count. I mean, that was closer. Well, it was a strike. He called it a strike, so that's what it was. 2-1 the count to Crandall. She steps back in. Here's the pitch from Udahara. There's a line drive right at the shortstop, and getting back in there safely is Jenna Whitmire. Good fire over there by the shortstop, but out on the line drive, but back safely to first base is Whitmire. All right, so that'll bring Kenna Morrison to the plate. 2 away. We're in the top of the 7th. 0-0. We're going to like to get that run over there on first base home. Kenna will step in. She is 1 for 3 with a single, a line drive, and a fly out. And there she's going to hit that to right field. That's going to get down out of play for a foul ball strike. That went over there into the batter's pen on the right side. Everybody will reset. On deck is Caden Apodakin. In the hole, Zoe Warren for the Bulldogs. Kenna steps back in, looking for a line drive somewhere, base hit. Here's the wind and the pitch. Oh, I was going to say down and away, but called. Strike 2. So catching the lower half of the outer edge of the plate for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Kenna steps back in. Going to shorten up a little bit right here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit it well, but foul down the left side. And that goes over to the left side batter's cage over there for a foul ball strike. Boy, she ripped that thing. She'll step back in. It made it. It's no, that guy. There's a guy over there. He tossed it over the fence back to the left fielder. And they're going to switch softballs. Oh, they already had given her one, so she had 2 out there. That's what it was. Okay, so Kenna Morrison steps back in. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Utahada. Swung on. That's a base hit out to left field. That'll move Jenna to second base. She has to go station to station. The left fielder comes out and does a good job of keeping that in front of her and getting it in quickly. But the Bulldogs, with 2 outs here, have Caden Apodaca coming to the plate. Caden, always dangerous. She is number 2 in batting percentage. She is batting .521 on the season with 37 hits and 30 RBIs, 13 doubles and 7 home runs to lead the Bulldogs. As runners at first and second, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th, 0-0. Here's the pitch. Away for ball 1. A little bit too far outside. Lovington wanted to call. He does have a wide strike zone, no doubt, but that was too far out. As the crowd moaned, he pushed his hand out like that was just a little too far, the umpire. All right, so 1-0 the count. Caden steps back in. Here's the pitch. Again, too far out. Ball 2. And that one a little low as well. So they should be careful with Caden. Number 2 on the team in batting percentage and leads the team in home runs. She also has a ton of RBIs as she steps back in. Udahara ready to go. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Oh, that pitch in. Oh, he called that a strike. Oh, my goodness. Almost hit her. If she'd have stood there, it would have hit her. She pulled back, but he called it a strike. So strike 1. 2-1 now the count. That was down at her shin bone, and she just stepped out of the way of it. There's a line drive, but a hard ground ball, but foul down the third baseline for strike 2. Yeah, if she'd just stood there, it would have hit off her shin. But a strike was called, so now the count 2-2, 2 down, top of the 7th. 0 runs have been scored here in the ballgame by either club. So the Bulldogs have threatened. This was the 3rd inning to threaten. Runners in scoring position. There's a swing and a pop fly to the right side out of play. So pulls one down the left side, then flies out to the right side. So the count remains 2-2. And she'll pick back the bat, pick the bat back up, pick the bat back up. That's a hard one to say. Pick the bat back up. Say it fast. 2-2 the count. Whitmire and Morrison will be off and running. A lot of speed on those base paths. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. High. Ball 3. I said payoff pitch, but it wasn't ball. It wasn't a full count yet. I was thinking it was. Now it's a full count. On deck is the cleanup batter, Zoe Warren, and in the hole, the catcher, Perseus Aguilar. All right. Caden back ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is hit well. That is going to be gone. Home run. She hit that sliced it through the wind, and it was a no-doubter. It sails out of here over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs now lead 3-0. Number 8 on the season for the 8th grader, Caden Apodaca. She comes in and raises her hands. That was pretty cool as the team circles her, and that is called a 3-run shot with a full count, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Been a pitcher's duel, and the score was 0-0, and then the 8th grader steps in and crushes it over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs now lead 3-0. We've seen several of those. We've seen several of those close, but that one was a no-brainer. And the wind blowing has kind of shifted. It's not straight in now. It's kind of shifted. It's blowing out to, it's blowing in from towards the left field line now, but that didn't even, the wind didn't phase that one. That went straight out of the ballpark. No fade, no shift from the wind. It just went out of the ballpark. And the coach now calls a timeout for Lovington. He's out in the circle. He's going to talk to his infield and his catcher. Wow, what a play. 3-2 count. 2 outs. 0-0. We're in the top of the 7th. And our one of our 2 8th graders that play a lot steps in, and she crushes it with that full count. You talk about ice running through the veins in a big pressure situation. She just hit that ball a ton and trots around the base paths, and the Bulldogs now lead 3-0 as the infield now breaks up, and coming to the plate will be number 8, Zoe Warren. Apodaca now has 8 home runs on the season, and she's got 33 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 1 on the outside corner to Zoe. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole, KJ Ray. I was looking at the RBIs. Her and KJ Ray were tied. There's a line drive, but foul to the right side for strike 2. 0-2 now the count to Zoe. KJ coming into this ball game had 30 RBIs, as did Caden Apodaca. And now Apodaca has 33 to lead the team in RBIs. Also 8 home runs to lead the team in that category, and she's batting in second position. That ball high for ball 1 to Zoe in batting percentage with a .521. It's better than that now, but .521 on the season. Just an amazing young lady, and a great hit. All right, here's the 1-2. Swung on. That's going to be a line drive, base hit into right field. That's going to be extra. Oh, good job by the right fielder. I thought that was going to be extra base hits for sure. She gets there and backstabs it and keeps Zoe Warren at first base. But wow, what a nice line drive out into right field by Zoe Warren to keep this 2-out rally going, as she just stroked that over the head. Line drive shot over the head of the second baseman. And again, just a great job out there by Ana E. Reyes in right field. Is that, to me, I thought that was getting to the fence for sure. She got a great jump on it and was able to cut it off. All right, so now at the plate and looking at strike 1 is the catcher for the Bulldogs, Perseus Aguilar. She's 1 for 3. She's got a single in the ball game. That pitch on the lower end and outer half of the plate for called strike 1. Here's the pitch. That's way outside. Snap throw down, not in time. 1-1 now the count to Aguilar. On deck is KJ Ray, and in the hole, if it remains true, it will be Liz De La Riva. She pinch hit the last time through. We'll see if she stays in that spot as Mordion comes back in. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Right back at the pitcher. She catches a line drive. Good job by Delaney Udahara, because that was a hot one right at her face. And not luckily, she's skilled. She made the play. And so the line drive right back at the pitcher. And that ends the inning. But boy, the Bulldogs came through there. They get 4 hits, 3 runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And now lead going into the bottom of the 7th, 3-0.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Artesia now leads after that 3-run bomb over the left field fence by the first baseman, Caden Apodaca. 3-0. Bulldogs on top. And we're at the cleanup batter for the Lovington Wildcats to get things started here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Final inning, barring a tie. She's 0 for 2 with a line drive out and a ground out is Alexa Bell. Here's the pitch. Strike one called on the outside corner. On deck is the catcher, number 10, Sienna DePorto, and in the hole, the left fielder, number 7, Annalie Chavarria for Lovington. Crandall gets ready. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Picking it up, firing it across in time is Kenzie Carlo for the out. That is out number 1. 6-3, Carlo to Apodaca. And that'll bring number 10, Sienna DePorto, to the plate. She's 0 for 2 here in the ball game. She struck out swinging the first time, struck out looking her second time. And she'll step in for the third time to face Riley Crandall here in game 1 of our twin bill. 1 out, here's the pitch. Strike one called. She threw that one with a lot of mustard on it right down the middle. Strike one called. Bulldogs again really shifted to the right side in the outfield, playing normal in the infield as Crandall gets her pitch. And here's the wind and the 0-1. Strike two, same pitch. I mean, she burned it down the middle. That one had some heated mustard on it. You heard it pop the glove in the field mic, or I did. I think you heard it too out there. This is like a pop. That hurt my hand. All right, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got her. She now has 6 0-2 career strikeouts, does Riley Crandall. As she will continue to build that all-time leader in Class 4A. She'll continue to build that over the rest of this season. And stepping in will be that is a new batter. No, it's not. It's Annalie Chavarria. And she looks at called strike one. As Riley said, I think she said, we're going to go ahead and finish this game off because she's thrown nothing but strikes. There's a swing and a foul back for strike two. She's just coming right at him with some heat. The PA says, Black Camaro now with a passenger window out. Hopefully he's just joking. All right, so Crandall, let's take a step back and look at the pitch on her wristband. 0-2 the count, Chavarria. We've got 2 outs. Another strike and a swing or a strike and a looking, and that'll be the ball game. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a chopper back to the pitcher, and that will end it. The Artesia Bulldogs stay perfect in district. They are now 11-0 on the ground out. 1-3 put out, and the Bulldogs win 3-0. We're going to go ahead and get the Guy Chevrolet postgame show going here. When we come back, we'll have the final stats for you of this game 1 of our twin bill. So stay right where you're at and you can hear these stats.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months, plus a $1,000 accessory allowance when you purchase eligible GM accessories. We invite you to come see us today for a quick, hassle-free buying experience and drive home your new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, or one of our hand-picked pre-owned vehicles. Visit GuyChevy.com or come see us now at Guy Chevrolet Company on the corner of First and Main in Artesia.
On approved credit, must finance with GM Financial. Offer ends May 2nd, 2022.
If you're tired of sleep problems like insomnia, snoring, or restless leg syndrome, the Sleep Center at Artesia General Hospital is committed to helping you reclaim a good night's rest. Our Artesia location offers convenience, comfort, and a team of staff with more than 25 years of experience in diagnosing and treating adults and teens. It's time to put your sleep disorders to bed. Request an appointment online at artesiageneral.com/sleep.
Even if you swing the golf club like an arthritic giant gorilla, you'll look good on the course in professional polos, shirts, and hats embroidered by Business Notions. Even add your company logo to golf balls. So don't look like a gorilla. Call Business Notions at 625-2840. Professional embroidery and screen printing, perfect for your next event and sports teams. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. 625-2840.
Did you know that your actions matter? Your words, how you say them, your reactions in life? And they don't just matter to you or to me, but more importantly, they matter to Jesus. All we do with Jesus at the center, I'm going to be rewarded for. All our other efforts in this life will amount to nothing. See, Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 14, if the work survives, that builder will receive a reward. So take a look backwards. Look at the work of your life. Has it survived? Can you see it? Can you see how things are working today? If not, then what needs to change? What needs to change in me? I probably need to include Jesus. If Jesus isn't a part of your life, we ask you to come help us introduce you to Jesus at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. Game one is complete. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs get the win 3-0. They go to 11-0 in district play, and the Lovington Wildcats fall to 6-3. So the Bulldogs have wrapped up district regardless of what happens in game two, although they want to finish out the season with the win and be 12-0. But even if they were to fall, or if they do fall, they'll be 11-1, and they are now the District 4A champions. All right, so our final stats. The Lovington softball pitcher was Delaney Udahara. She takes the loss. She threw 98 total pitches, 65 for strikes, 33 for balls. She gave up 3 runs. All 3 were earned. Her earned run average 3.86. She had 3 strikeouts, 2 looking and 1 swinging, gave up 9 hits and 2 base on balls. There were no defensive errors behind her, but she does take the loss. For the Artesia Bulldogs, the winning pitcher, Riley Crandall. Now, Riley did several things. Number one, she threw a no-hitter, which a complete game no-hitter. She did give up 1 walk, and there was 2 errors behind her, so it wasn't a perfect game, but she had 12 strikeouts. She needed 9 to break the state record, and now she is the all-time state leader with those 12 strikeouts. 4 were looking, and 8 were swinging. She did give up that 1 base on balls, but a 0.00 ERA, as there was no runs and there were no hits, a no-hitter for Riley Crandall. Offensively for the Artesia Bulldogs, Riley led off, and she went 1 for 3 with a walk. Kenna Morrison was 2 for 4 in the ball game. Kaden Apodaca, she ends up going 2 for 4 and 3 RBIs because she got that home run there in the top of the 7th inning. Zoe Warren was 1 for 2 with a walk. Mercedes Aguilar was 1 for 4. KJ Ray 1 for 3. McKaylee Morion was 0 for 2. Kenzie Carlo 0 for 2. Jenna Whitmire 1 for 3 with a single. And Liz De La Riva was 0 for 1. And Madison Martinez also 0 for 1. The Bulldogs get 9 hits, 8 singles, and 1 home run. They also drew 2 walks, and they win. Game number 1 of our doubleheader, the Artesia Bulldogs 3, the Lovington Wildcats 0. We're going to take a break here in about 15-20 minutes or so. We'll have game number 2 So stay right here. KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com, where the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs come to play. We're live streaming on Facebook, KSVP Radio Facebook page, and on YouTube, KSVP Radio YouTube channel. Gene Down, Joby Hodling, we're here in Lovington, so stay here with us. We'll have game 2 coming up.